Good evening. So today we are going to talk about a mini project 3 to decipher and enciphered text. So my last name starts at the letter C, so I gotta decode this one. And I will first show you the answer. The answer is tech is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. And the two shift factors used is 8 and 18. And who made this quote? Abraham Lincoln, the US president. So now I'm going to explain my code to you. I will divide the whole mini project into 3 small functions. So the first one is to get the list, is to get the list of tuples. And each tuple is a possible shift of the code. And then the second one, decipher, is to there are 3 variables. The first one is the test, which is a string, and the x1 and x2 are 2 shifts, and they will be used to for different characters. And the third one is to try all possibilities, and then I will get the final answer. So in the first in my first function, I will return a list. I use 2 for loops from start at 1 and ends in 26. That means 26 possible shift in 2 places. So I will get the list like this. I've run the program a few times. Yeah, but this is the list I will get. You see, tuples and tuples, 1, 1 to 26, 26, and they're all possible combinations of shifts. So in the second one, the decipher, there are a few dummy variables. So the empty list is to combine all words in the enciphered text to a string without spaces, such as from how are you to this how are you. And then a new string is the deciphered string, but without spaces. And there is also empty list of, I called it the list of spaces, and this will collect the index of the spaces in the enciphered text, and it will be used at last. And so beginning this function, I will split the enciphered text into a list of words without spaces. And then in the next few lines, I will add all those lists together to a string without spaces. So just from how are you to how are you. And then this whole thing is the decipher part, and you can see the x1 and x2 here. So you see there are 2 shift factors for the zeroth, the 2th, the 4th, and then the eventh. The eventh character in the text, they will be deciphered by the shift of x1, and else, which means the 1th, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th, and so on characters will be deciphered with the shift of x2. And then if the enciphered text, the character, is not an uppercase letter or lowercase letter, they will remain the same. And then at last I will add the add the deciphered text together back to the new string and empty string to get the deciphered text. And then I will also locate the each location or index of spaces in the origin text, and at last I will add the spaces back to the deciphered text, and at last I will get this deciphered text. So you see here is x1 and x2, but at last I can see that you can see that the shift I say is 26 minus x1 and 26 minus x2. This is because this should be the shift of the enciphering process, and this is the shift of the deciphering process, and the combination of them should be 26, right? And then at the last function, I will use the first function to get the list, and I will try all combinations in those lists in the list to get different plain text, and then we will see if we can find the plain text we are looking for. So let's try to run the code. So it takes some time, but please be patient. It's pretty funny. It takes a while, but if you don't want to see this, you can skip this part and to the last few minutes of this video. You can see that the code is trying all possible combinations of shifts to get the plain text. Oh, so now you can see the code is over. The running is over. So let's look if we can see what we're looking for. Well, I have run the code several times and I know where is it. So let's roll back a little bit. We can see that, oh, this looks pretty reasonable. Tag is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. Yes, so this should be the plain text. And we can see here the shift 1 is 8 and the shift 2 is 18. Yeah, so and who said that? I think yeah, here the Abraham Lincoln said that, the previous US president. So I think it's all today. Thank you for watching, and